Hello, boys and girls. It's nice to see you today. It's Teacher Cheryl, and today we're going to talk about something that builds a little bit on what you put in your notebook. Do you remember those all about me sheets that you filled out that helped me know a little bit about you? Well, we want you to know that you are special and there's nobody like you. You're unique and wonderful just the way you are. And so we're going to talk about some things about that today. Now, one thing that your parents can tell you about is maybe where you came from or where you were born. This is Utah right here on the map, and I was born in the state underneath it, right here in Arizona, where it was hot and dry. So that's special to me because I came from there. This globe shows the United States of America up here. Utah's there, Arizona's there. So all of you right now live in the United States of America and you live in Utah. That's special about you. Your parents can tell you maybe where some of your relatives came from. My relatives came from way up here in this little tiny island called Ireland. My great-grandfather came to the United States from Ireland, and even higher up here is Sweden, and my great-grandma and grandpa came to this country from Sweden. So I love knowing where I came from and that I have a place in the world, and you have a place in the world too. Something else that makes you special and unique is how you look. So I have brown hair, although I was born with blonde hair, but it turned brown as I got older. And I have blue eyes. They've stayed the same color my whole life. And I have really pale skin and freckles. So you may look different. You might have blonde hair, you might have brown eyes. Those things are special and unique about you, and you should be proud of those because those are awesome. Okay, and we just talked about the fact that you came from Utah. In your backpack, you're going to find a piece of paper like this. This is the state of Utah where you live. So we want you to color in the Great Salt Lake and then draw a picture of yourself because this is your state. Here's the one I did for me. So that's my picture with my blue eyes and my freckles, brown hair, and the Great Salt Lake. Okay, so that's gonna be your first assignment. And parents, you can take a picture of them making one of these, okay? The next thing is gonna be so fun, all right? So, you're going to find in your back or in your bag some cotton and a clothespin. So you're gonna pinch it open and put the cotton in there. This is going to be your paintbrush today. You're going to take your plate and you've got some blue paint in there. You're going to dip your cotton into the paint and then just start painting it. We want this whole thing to turn blue because this is going to be the earth, the world that you live on, okay? So you're going to paint that all blue. Then you're also going to find in your bag a little bag like this that has people in it, okay? I want you to find the person that looks the most like you. Now you may not find one that's exactly like you because this isn't a picture, it's just an example, okay? So do I have red hair? No, that one's probably not gonna work for me. Here's one with brown hair. Could that maybe be me? Here's one with blonde hair. No, I don't have blonde hair. This one is a boy, and I'm not a boy, and I don't have black curly hair, so I think this one is the closest. Now she has brown eyes and mine are blue, but that's okay. This is the closest one. Okay, so once they've got this painted, it should be wet. I didn't do it very deep, but make sure it's really wet and completely covered. And they're just going to stick their person on here, and it will stick right in the wet paint, so you don't have to use glue or anything. So make sure you do it while it's still wet. Okay, then you're also going to find some scissors and some green yarn in their backpacks, okay? Parents, I want you to help make sure they learn how to use scissors and hold them correctly. And these are going to go in their little box, so make sure you keep the box put away so things don't get cut that you don't want to have cut. So make sure they put their thumb in the top, their fingers in the bottom. They hold it this direction, open and close. Have them practice that a little bit. You could even give them a blank piece of paper to have them practice with if you want to. And we'll probably be doing that later in the year. But I see all kinds of weird handholds with scissors. I even sometimes see my kids trying to do it like this. So make sure you teach them how to properly hold the scissors, okay? Then with the yarn, they're just going to snip little pieces off until they have a bunch. And then they're going to lay them on the wet paint, okay? So this is Teacher Cheryl, and this is the Earth. These are the continents, just like we saw on the globe, okay? So that's going to be your Earth and your special place on it. Okay, another thing that makes you special is your name. So we have a work page in here. This one has a C because that's the letter that my name starts with, and I want all of you to know the name, the letter of the name that your name starts with. So parents, you can start finding that letter for them or have them find it. When you see a McDonald's, have them look at the sign and see if they can find their letter in there, or the grocery store. When you're reading a book, whatever you're doing, have them start looking and recognizing that first letter to their name. It will always be the capital letter, the uppercase. In my case, both the upper and the lowercase are shaped the same. That's not true with all the other letters, but we want them to recognize both of them, because once they start reading, which isn't that far away, they're going to be reading lots of lowercase letters. Okay, so let's start with first. So they're going to color in their letter. For me, it's a C. Okay, this says color the images that start with the letter C. So parents, if you'll just help them name what those are and then help them know which one starts with the same letter that their name does, okay? Then they'll be able to remember that. And down here at the bottom, they're going to look for the uppercase and lowercase letter and color it in that matches theirs, okay? Your name is special. All right, and finally, we have the Earth Day I Spy, okay? So they're going to count how many Earths. It doesn't matter what size they are, just how many there are. And parents, then if you'll write the number for them, how many suns, how many raindrops, how many bicycles, okay? So I'm gonna do a little bit of counting and practicing for an I Spy, okay? Finally, we just want you to know that we want you to take advantage of this beautiful world. Utah is such an awesome place to live, and there are so many wonderful things to do here. I know my husband and I went to the bird refuge not too long ago. It was free, and we stayed in our car and drove through. You don't have to. You can get out of your car if you want to, but we just stayed and looked at all the different birds. There's the salt flats that are not that far away. We've got our canyons here and the leaves are just starting to turn. So, you know, get your kids out, enjoying the world, and recognizing that the world's a beautiful place to live, and they are a part of that beauty. So boys and girls, have fun doing this, and parents, if you have any questions or need any help, give me a call. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. I forgot to talk about our book. So this is the book you're getting today. It's called Whoever You Are by Mem Fox. This is a lovely book. You're going to enjoy hearing the story. So parents, read this with them and several times throughout the next week, okay? So they get really familiar with it, and then they're going to find in their bags a sticker of the world. So once they get all of their work done, then they get to put this sticker on the sticker page. Okay, thanks, bye.